Hi, I'm Mark Camoccio and we're at Pete's Airgun farm, and I'm here to show you the Target Hunter 56. This is the Diana 56 TH as they call it, but that stands for the Target Hunter. The Target Hunter configuration was a range of rifles they did where they had quite elaborate slick sporter stocks. You see you've got the TH embossed there, and then you've got laser cut checkering there and here. Quite a beefy stock on this one. It's primarily aimed at the field target market, and it's a very unusual rifle. Air Arms used to make the SR version of the TX200, which if anyone remembers was on a sort of sliding sledge. Sadly discontinued now because it cost quite a bit to produce, but this is on a similar principle. So you've got a spring piston design. It's a side lever action, you see a chunky side lever there, and the whole action actually moves backwards as the rifle fires. Might sound a bit disconcerting. It's moving back about half an inch. It sounds a bit disconcerting if the actual action's coming towards you, but obviously it's all in a controlled manner. You don't have you'd have your normal eye relief of 2.5–3 inches, so it's not a safety issue. And the principle behind it is that by the action moving on that sledge as it fires, it's almost recoilless, and in practice I have to say that is the case. It's a very nice gun to shoot. It's quite weighty. I mean, first of all, I think it's around about 11 pounds in weight without the scope, so you're talking a very chunky piece of engineering. But it's Diana, so these are well made. This one's got a sort of matte parkerized style finish. You've got a silencer here, and it's the level of finish and manufacture is pretty good. So if I just show you the firing cycle first of all, you've got the 2-stage trigger, which is the T06 unit again, very high quality 2-stage trigger. So obviously again it all helps push for accuracy. You've got an adjustable butt pad there as well. So you've got a few elements which are going to help push for that target performance. So to cock it, you put it in your groin there, pull that all the way back. You can hear the mechanism. There's a safety ratchet system, anti-bear trap as they call it, which is rather essential with this gun. And as you can see, if you can see inside the breech there, you've got quite chunky teeth which are all part of that safety system. The idea being it stops the breech flying back and crushing your finger as you're loading a pellet. Obviously that is essential, especially as one of my main negatives with this gun is that you've cocked the rifle. Now whereas with say a 77 or an underlever you'd keep hold of that lever for safety, here if you're right-handed like me, you've got to let it go whilst you chamber a pellet, which just seems to go against your normal best practice principles. But you have to accept that. You've obviously got a safety system in there to close it up again now, depress that lever which is by the breech. So I'm pushing that down and then the lever can be returned. And I'll just take the shot. Well, I forgot the manual safety. There's an automatic safety catch there, so you press that off before you fire it. Now I'm firing there, I could literally feel no recoil. There's a slight quirk to the design here, certainly on my test gun, where that when you cock it, the action is being forced forwards by around ½ an inch, and then as it fires, the action will move back. Well, while I was testing this on test, doing the groupings, the action actually slid back before it had fired. And of course, if you then fire it, which is possible, it will then recoil. So you've got to make sure that you've cocked it and you're in a stationary position. But again, that may be my test rifles had a bit of overuse. But I'm still a huge fan of this gun. I mean, on test, 30 yards, that bottom left, that's Kaiser pellets. Almost it's a single ragged hole, but it's just enlarged. Pretty damn accurate, and that's 30 yards. This is a 2.2 model, so it's again it'd be probably even better with 177. but it's pretty damn accurate. And as I say, the sensation of firing it's pretty well recoilless as well. Because as I say, the likes of Air Arms have sort of removed themselves from this sector of the market. It's basically quite a unique rifle at the moment, in that it's a spring piston and yet almost recoilless. So if you fancy this style of gun, or you just don't like the idea of a pneumatic and all the charging gear aggravation with power, all the charging gear paraphernalia, this is the route to go. You've got almost recoilless shooting, and it's totally self-contained. So that's the Diana. Oh, sorry, if I didn't give you the price, it's £681 at the moment. But that's the Diana 56 TH Target Hunter.